Hi everyone, I am back to share my experience at the Scrapbook Expo in Akron, Ohio over the weekend. So I was at home right outside of Cleveland um, to visit, and they had the Scrapbook Expo, and I attended on Friday and Saturday. So Friday I took a class, Friday I took two classes, Saturday I took one class, and my sister attended and she did the crop with me. So they gave us this pink canvas bag, the Wandering Planners, and it also had inside, you know, your show guide, and I believe that was it. Yeah, that was it when you checked in. So because I attended here in Georgia, I did get a returned button. So I was able to get that. I did collect other buttons while I was there. This is always a winner. I got that one. And I believe I have, this one was given to me, one of the Miss Betty, if you all know Miss Betty, she gave my sister and me a button, one of her buttons. So you have to trade a button to get a button. And this button is from Dave, who normally is the host for the crops for Scrapbook Expo. I was informed that Dave is no longer part of the Scrapbook Expo. So, yeah. But I'm glad I was able to get one of his buttons. And so I'll move on to my classes. So the expo was really a small number of vendors and participants. And I had heard that from Shishi Crafts. Hey, Shishi. She said she wasn't attending because it wasn't a lot of vendors. And it wasn't. And I think what happened was a couple other ladies were saying that there was something else going on in Indiana, which is, right next door to Ohio. So some probably committed to that. And I think there was low numbers last year for the expo, so everyone didn't commit to this year. But what I can say is, you all know a lot of stores closed, scrapbooking stores, archivers, and there's not a lot of scrapbooking or crop things to do in our area in Georgia, and same as Ohio. What I would recommend is that you do attend the expo, you do attend whatever event, whichever major event it is, because if they have low numbers, they're not going to come back. So I know it takes a lot for them to put on the expo, have the facilities, have their instructors and all the vendors come and have classes. The class sizes were really small, maybe 12, 15 people at the most, very small. The showroom floor, they did not have a lot of exhibitors, but it was enough. The ones that I wanted to see were there. Heartfelt Creations was not there, but I went to see the ones that I didn't get a chance to go to and take advantage of their deals here in Georgia. So Sparkle and Sprinkle was one. I did go to Elizabeth Crafts before, but I went back to her. What else? Craft Fancy. Yeah, Craft Fancy, and I took a class. So let me go ahead and show you what classes I took. So on Friday, I took this album. If you can see it. I'm sorry, I have been working on it, so I should have had this ready. So this is the album class that I took on Friday, one of the classes. I took two classes on Friday. So this was the Family Pictures, Life's a Picnic. And I really like this one because it really looked really realistic. And normally your album would face this way, vertical, but I like the way that they had it situated, and I was able to get a lot done So here's my album, and get the pages in, and I started working on the mats. They didn't give measurements inside of here for the actual mats. So I started working on the mats, and you see here, they don't have the measurements. They have the measurements for cutting the paper for the album, but they didn't have the size of the mat. So when I started, I had to kind of look at both of these and kind of look and tell, make this one smaller than that and measure it. And it was getting frustrating at first because I was trying to be precise. I'm just going to create mats just based on what they look like and keep it moving, because I do want to finish this album, because, you know, we go to crops and go to these expos and take classes and never finish the projects, but I'm going to finish this one. So that was one of the classes that I took on Friday. Another one that I took was with Craft Fancy, and the guy name was Brian, and Veronica, who is VLB Allen 1. Hey Veronica, she took the class here in Georgia, and I love the beautiful cards. So the first cards that we created was these with the foiling and featuring Gina K designs, images, and so here are the 3 cards that we created, and you can see how pretty they are. I'm not going to take them out the package. So I did add an extra black layer here and altered that one because it did not have a black layer there. So I did that different for my card. This one here is this one, and I did change the ribbon because they did have a white ribbon here, and I did the red ribbon, which really make it stand out because it had the red layers. So I like that one. And then this one here, it's centered in a white ribbon, and I kind of raised this one up and used the red ribbon. So those were the 3 cards that was made out of that class. And with that class, he gave you, instead of doing a drawing and for one person, he allowed you to choose a die that he had on the table. And I picked up this one, which is a poppy die, and it's called Majestic Border. So really pretty. So that can go on a card. So I got that. And then he gave you $15 of value to shop in his booth. Yeah, $15 coupon to shop in his booth. So I didn't spend it on that Friday. I waited till the next day. And his next class I took on Saturday was the advanced foil cards. So this one's called Holiday Foil Cards, and then this one was called Advanced Foil Cards. So here, while he talked about foiling, and I have laminated and did some foiling before, he really kind of went into the different machines and how they operate and how they heat. And what I didn't know and realize was that the Mink machine can take fabric. So I do have one of the Walmart laminators, and it can't take the fabric, and it only has one heating element, the way that he explained in the class. So these are the 3 cards that we created. So here it is, the one card with the butterfly, and I kept that pretty much the same as what they had in the picture. This one here, and so we use the foil, but on here, this craft cardstock actually had this adhesive, and he used it with the stencil. So it's a gel, so you can use your stencil and put the gel over it through the stencil, and then when it dry, it has to cure and turn clear, and then you can come back and use foil on it and run it through your machine. So that's how this card was created. Very pretty, and this one is dimensional. You could feel the texture of this one, and I really like that technique. So that's the second card. And then this one is also, look at these pretty cards. This foiling is beautiful. And so here you can see the green and then the background and this gingham, black gingham, and the butterfly. So what he was explaining was that you can, you know, foil with any LaserJet printer ink, but what also makes a difference is the smoothness of your cardstock. So Gina K cardstock or any image, you know, cardstock that you buy from the store is LaserJet printed. So it's really smooth, and you can tell the difference than what we purchase at, you know, Michael's or Hobby Lobby. But he said you can, if you get like skips in your foiling, you can turn it and put it through the machine, and it kind of picks it up so you can make sure that you're fully covered. But you can see how smooth the foiling is with that machine. So I use the Mink machine on all of my cards, and I'm convinced that I need a Mink machine. So I missed out. I did not, you know, go and get it at Tuesday morning when I saw it at Tuesday morning. But yeah, now I'm convinced I need a Mink machine. So moving along, these are the 3 cards, and those are the 3 classes that I had. That's it. So Saturday, going back to his class. So once again, his class, he offered, you know, he gave everyone a die, a choice of a die, and I picked this one up. And then with the $15 coupon, I did go ahead and pick up these foil mates by Gina K Designs. Very pretty, some Christmas theme, holiday theme foil images. And these were backgrounds, and I figured I'd get these because that is a really pretty background, and it can be for anything. So like this one is I'll always be here for you. So that's a really, you know, beautiful card. So I like that one. Thought that was versatile. And then here is another one with the tags. So they had a really nice sample with the Christmas tags, really pretty. And so then it had the die set. I did pick up the die set by Gina K. So I got that one. And also I went ahead and picked up this background set. And I do recall picking up another image set from a smaller stamp show that also do foiling, and I have to pull that out of my stash because I know I have some other sentiments. But yeah, these are, and this cardstock is really smooth. So this is what I use with my coupons from his classes. Then moving along, I don't even know why I tell you I flew to Ohio, and I took 2 suitcases thinking, okay, I'll pack one a little bit lighter so whatever I shop and bring back, you know, it'll fit. Well, that idea went out the window, and well, not really, because I was able to put everything into 2 suitcases, and I also took my Scrapbook Expo canvas bag that I had here from the Georgia show. And this is what I had as a second, you know, you have 2 carry-on bags. So I packed everything that I had flat in here so it could slide under the seat in front of me. So that's how I got away with everything. But I was not thinking when I did a dimensional, you know, a class, and because they was trying to, you know, charge me and say that this is another object or another bag because this was outside of that canvas bag. So I had to put it in there, and I'm trying to make sure I protect it so the handles wouldn't break. But yeah, they were trying to consider this as another bag. It was crazy, but I got it inside of there and got that thing on a plane. So I did do some shopping, and I'm going to come back and share with you all the shopping and the crop from the Scrapbook Expo in Akron, Ohio. So come right back.